In 1916, as the First World War was raging, Marcel Bloch, a young aerospace engineer, is drafted. He notices that the propeller performance is poor and designs his own, the Eclair propeller. He is chosen from amongst dozens of others to equip the Allied fleet of aircraft. These propellers are used on the SPAD 7, nicknamed Old Charles by the famous French ace pilot Georges Guynemer. Marcel Bloch creates the company SEA in 1917 and manufactures his first aircraft, the SEA-1, followed by the SEA-4. A few years later, the French state orders an all-metal prototype mail plane, then an air ambulance. Bloch is very creative, proposing various military and civil aircraft. In the 1930s, the international political climate starts to deteriorate. Marcel designs bombers and fighter planes, including the MB-152. They are produced in large numbers. Civil aviation is also flourishing. The MB-120, then the MB-220, operated by Air France, roll off the production lines of his company, Société Anonyme des Avions Marcel Bloch. With the advent of the Second World War, the world once again experiences horror. Marcel Bloch and his family are arrested by the Nazis and transferred to Drancy. His wife, Madeleine, and his children, Claude and Serge, remain in this camp. Marcel, refusing categorically to work for the enemy, is deported to Buchenwald. Eight months later, at the end of the war, he arrives back on French soil. The Minister of Air states, "I am assigning you the greatest task of organizing and renovating French aviation. No one should shy away from this responsibility." Taking inspiration from his brother's codename in the Resistance, Marcel Bloch becomes Marcel Dassault. True to his convictions, he starts business again, personally funding his prototypes. Le Flamand is a great success, and the state places an order. In 1952, the Ouragan is the first French jet-powered fighter plane to equip the Air Force. This plane is the first in a new generation of aircraft, the Mystère series. Just like the Ouragan, the Mystère 4 is an international success. These aircraft undergo various developments. The Mirage series then becomes part of the French and international scene. The first Mirage 3 takes off in 1956. General de Gaulle wants France to have an independent force of deterrence. The Mirage 4 achieves this goal, carrying their strategic nuclear weapon. During the 1960s, a host of military prototypes get off the ground. Vertical takeoff and landing with the Balzac, and the Mirage 3V. Variable sweep wings with the Mirage G. Or fixed wing with the Mirage F1. The American market is promising for business jets. In 1963, when visiting the Dassault factory in Marignac near Bordeaux, Charles Lindbergh, then a Pan Am board member, discovers the Mystère 20 and is unable to resist. Pan Am orders 120 models. This marks the beginning of the Falcon saga. Georges Pompidou adapts French aviation to suit the political and financial limitations of the late 1960s. Marcel Dassault buys out Breguet Aviation. He takes on two projects involving international cooperation, the Atlantic and the Jaguar. A third, a Franco-German project, materializes, the Alpha Jet, a trainer aircraft which was also to become part of the Patrie de France flight display team. The Mirage 2000 is the first Dassault aircraft to be equipped with fly-by-wire controls, making it very easy to maneuver. 300 models are exported, and it is partly designed using CATIA, a software initially developed in-house, and then by a new sister company, Dassault Systèmes, created in 1981. On April 17, 1986, Marcel Dassault passes away. He is paid a national tribute. His son Serge takes over the company, ensuring that Dassault Aviation remains a family business. Serge Dassault wants to make business aviation one of the company's strong suits, so it can continue to generate 3/4 of its sales abroad. The Falcon range is expanded, and commercial success continues throughout the world. In parallel, Serge Dassault redeploys and modernizes the manufacturing facilities. He appoints Charles Edelston to succeed him in 2000. The new CEO pursues the growth of civil aviation with the Falcon 7X, the world's first business jet with fly-by-wire controls. He sets up PLM, a digital solution which integrates the entire life cycle of the product. He also launches Neuron, the first European combat drone demonstrator. In 2013, Eric Trappier becomes chairman and CEO of Dassault Aviation, and Loïc Ségalin, chief operating officer. In 2015, Egypt is the first export customer to purchase the Rafale. It buys 55 aircraft in total. 36 Rafale fighters are then ordered by Qatar. India, Dassault Aviation's oldest export customer, also purchases 36 models. As part of this contract, a manufacturing facility is built in Nagpur, devoted to Falcon and Rafale production. After the Mirage F1 2000 and 2000-5, the long-standing cooperation with Greece continues with an order for 24 Rafales. In November 2021, Croatia becomes the second European country to acquire the Rafale, with 12 aircraft. On the 3rd of December 2021, Eric Trappier signs the sale of 80 Rafale fighters to United Arab Emirates, the biggest contract in the history of Dassault Aviation. In February 2022, Indonesia places an order for 42 jets. The Rafale success is based on its outstanding performance. This omni-role fighter replaces 7 types of legacy aircraft. The Rafale enters into service with the French Navy in 2004 and with the Air Force in 2006. It is combat-proven in many foreign operations from then on. It is a spearhead for French defense and demonstrates its versatility, efficiency, and reliability on a daily basis. At the 2019 Paris Air Show, the first mock-up of the new generation fighter developed jointly by France, Germany, and Spain is unveiled. Given its skills, Dassault Aviation is appointed prime contractor, architect, and integrator of this combat system, a core feature of the FCAS, for which France is the lead partner. In the field of civil aviation, the Falcon 8X completes its maiden flight in 2015 and is a resounding commercial success. With a maximum range of 6,450 nautical miles, it is able to fly non-stop from Paris to Tokyo or Los Angeles. The Falcon 6X completes its maiden flight in March 2021. With a wider fuselage than previous models, it offers the most spacious cabin in its category. It boasts many technological innovations and offers the high-quality flight characteristics that are an integral part of the Falcon family's DNA.
Welcome to the Dassault Aviation hangar at Le Bourget Airport in Paris.
On the 6th of May 2022, Dassault Aviation unveils the Falcon 10X, boasting a composite wing and engines compatible with sustainable aviation fuel. It is designed to fly up to 7,500 nautical miles. It has the largest, brightest, and most comfortable cabin of any business jet on the market. Fully in tune with the challenges of our time, Dassault Aviation strives to control its environmental impact through the eco-design of its aircraft, the use of the circular economy, and technology designed to cut carbon emissions. In 2016, Eric Trappier launches Leading Our Future, an ambitious transformation plan that draws on the skills of the women and men who make up the company. Digital technology is at the core of this transformation, through which Dassault Aviation will adapt to the major changes taking place worldwide and continue rising to ever more complex challenges. Staying true to the passion for aviation and sense of social responsibility passed down by its founder Marcel Dassault, Dassault Aviation is an innovative industrial architect whose know-how makes a valuable contribution to the safety, autonomy, and sustainable economic development of a changing world.